Welcome to week 7. We are almost finished with this term, so congratulations everybody. I know you've been putting in a lot of hard work and a lot of long hours, and it's about to pay off. To start, this week you have a discussion, which we have not had since the beginning of the term, and then an activity for the revision process. So you have a reading here about revision strategies, and one of the best revision strategies that students over and over say really is meaningful for them is to get some distance from the paper. And we did this in Module 4 when we tried to take a break from the analysis part, and we went over and learned about citing and formatting, things like that. So if you can, put a little distance between you and your paper. Take a couple of days off where you're not working on that paper, and then when you go back to it, it'll be almost like reading it with fresh eyes. Also, make sure that you build into your week plenty of time to revise. Don't rush it. A lot of times, essays that are almost there, we rush at the last minute, and then we end up losing points in ways that is just unnecessary because we were just rushing. Also, print out a copy of your draft. See what it looks like. Check your margins, check your headers, check your font. All of those things are easy to miss on a screen, but they're easier to see on an actual paper copy of a paper. Also allows you to look at it at the paper kind of fresh, because at this point you've probably been looking at it on your monitor day in and day out. So it can kind of do a similar thing to what the taking time away from the paper does, and give you a fresh perspective. Make sure you look at all of these large scale and small scale revision tabs, what to do with self-evaluation, and then what to do with a peer critique. The discussion is implementing multiple revision strategies. So in this discussion, you're going to be discussing the steps you plan on taking to revise your critical analysis essay. You want to use the reading that I just went over briefly for guidance in this. And then when you're discussing these steps, make sure that you point to specific areas in your draft. Something directly, not a vague or cursory comment that just talks about, oh, I had to fix my paragraph structure. Tell us specifically what happened. Were you having trouble with linking the supporting evidence to your own theories or what? That kind of thing. So let's look at a rubric here. So we're going to start by fully addressing the prompt. So make sure you understand the full prompt that we just went over, and I'll go back to that in just a moment. And then develop a post that is organized, clear, easy for the readers to read, and that you respond with meaningful detail to at least 2 of your classmates' posts in this discussion. Make sure that you're also using standard grammar, so make sure we go ahead and proofread that. When we go to the prompt, we've got several things we have to do here. Your initial post should be 3 fully developed paragraphs that are 5 to 8 sentences each. So this is a very in-depth post. This is not just a very quick, oh, this is what I learned. This is something where you're really going to take some time into it, and you're going to write, several sentences in each paragraph, organize it well so that your readers can understand what processes you're going through. And then in your responses to your classmates, you need to have 2, so respond to 2 different people. It doesn't count if you respond within your own thread. That's just good manners. But make sure that those paragraphs are 2 fully developed paragraphs in each one of those responses of 5 to 8 sentences each. So you'll be writing 10 to 16 sentences for each of your classmates. Let me know if you have any questions on that. The last assignment will be the activity, which is a revision process. So once you have gone through the revision process of your own paper, you want to copy and paste the paper into this space here and then save it. This is going to be yet another revision, another draft of your essay, and then make sure that you submit it so that you get credit for it. So this week is a lot of revision work and discussion, so let me know if you have any questions. Bye.